Start with breakfast. Change breakfast first. What we find is that as you start your day off the right way, what we find is that the rest of the day falls in line if you start your day off the right way. What happens though, when we start our day off with a croissant or with a bagel or with the Pop-Tart, Dr. Alcorn with the Gatorade, right? It's so much easier to then at lunch, you're like, okay, what do I eat now? Drive-thru. And we justify it by calling it Chick-fil-A. They're Christians, it's gotta be good. No, no, still drive-thru, it's bad fats, So, so start your breakfast off the right way. Some people will say, I just don't eat breakfast. I can't eat that early. It's just whatever. I have my coffee and I get going. Okay, well, the first meal of the day. Let's not be technical. The first meal of the day. Now, if you're on the go and you're on the road a lot, how many of you travel quite a bit? Yeah, so there's usually about 10% of us travel quite a bit. And so here's what you do. You plan ahead when you travel. You have to. And if you're traveling within the state and you're going back home at night, then one of the best things to do that I found is get a little mason jar, like one of those ball mason jars, put some Max Greens or some protein or a combination of both in that, and then you just get some water, add water, shake it up, and there's your meal replacement. You can add some fiber if you really feel necessary, but that's an easy way to not go through a drive-thru. There's certain standards that you should have for yourself. We call these minimum standards. These minimum standards you have to set for yourself. One of the minimum standards that I have is that I don't eat food from a gas station. It's just, if I fill my car up there, I'm not eating food there, It's just like where I fill up my car is not where I fill my body. And so the minimum standard, the other minimum standard is I don't go through drive-thrus. I don't go through drive-thrus. And that doesn't mean I go in. It's just like if that place has a window, I just don't go there, right? Because at the end of the day, most of that is fairly toxic. It's going to be bad for me. And it really takes me away from purpose. At the end of the day, I think that's what we all want. I think we want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves, leave some level of legacy. But I do want to challenge you on what that means to leave a legacy. It has nothing to do with finance.